What's up YouTube? Jason here, Morph Mixology. Welcome back to the channel. This view probably looks a little unusual to you. Welcome to what Mixology wife is referring to as the snake bar. It's, I'll show you real quick. It's basically the bench that I talked about building for quite a while. Done with a countertop from IKEA and a bunch of 1x4s, but as you can see, I'm 6'3". It's fairly tall. And so I built it like bar height instead of down a little bit lower. And that's gonna give me room to put racks and stuff underneath, but it gives me a nice work surface, cleaning surface, and now it's kind of gonna turn into, when it's all done, we're gonna have the hatchling rack over there, a couple of them, but we got the TV up on the wall now, a little bit of Brian Cusco and Miguel going on right now. And but yeah, it's kind of turned into like a little bar area, which is perfect for the brand, obviously. So we're gonna do a little bit more decorating stuff in here. We're gonna have some bar stools, so if we have people over or shooting videos or interviews, whatever, we can, or just want to chill out and watch these guys, we can do that. So that's the view. Something new we're doing. Hope you don't mind. It looks kind of fun. It gives me a nice surface to work on. This week's video is going to be a fun little project I want to do. As you guys know, we have the coastal carpet python Sabrina. She's not huge yet. She's probably about I'd say probably 2.5 foot long or so, but still really slender. And we've got obviously Jameson, the boa. And those are semi-arboreal species. They like to climb. In fact, Sabrina spends the majority of her time on top of the hide that's in her tub. And so what I'm going to do is I went and got some supplies, some PVC fittings and a big length of PVC pipe, 1/2 inch for everything. And I'm going to build some jungle gyms of sorts, some climbing tubes in here. Obviously the 15 quart for Sabrina for now, and the 32 quart that Jameson is normally in. So I just thought it'd be kind of a fun video to show you. I have zero plans on how this is going to work. I have an idea of the layout, but literally we're just going to cut some tube, put them together, put it in the tub, and see how they like it. Give them something to play on. So come on in here and let's get this project going. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with Sabrina's tub here. This one should be pretty simple. It's just going to be basically like a little square. So I've got my 4-inch PVC that I cut to hold the water dishes, because both use the same thing. We're just going to use this as a reference for size in her tub. And then basically I'll show you here off camera, or out of the tub here. We're just going to do like a little square basically. So something kind of like this that's going to go behind her water dish. So we'll do like a little square. We'll do a T-bar in the middle so she can crawl anywhere she wants. And then obviously this is upside down. We're gonna have the legs, here. So we'll turn it upside down and it'll just stand in the tub. So basically, all I gotta do is measure the space in the tub. So across the back, obviously these are tapered a little bit, so we'll use a little bit shorter measurement. Let's go with, say about 8.5 inches inside. So we're gonna put these, make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. So we're just gonna put the first 2 elbows, make sure they're about 8.5 inches apart. Now you can't just go and cut an 8.5 inch piece of the PVC, obviously, because these, for those that don't know, are not, it's not all the way into here. It doesn't go all the way back, it only comes back to about there. So we're gonna take about 1/2 inch off of each side for the cut. So if it's 8.5 overall, let's cut one at 7 inches. Now, when it comes to cutting this PVC, I don't know where it is, but I used to have a PVC cutter. It's like a clamping scissor deal, and it cuts this stuff super easy. Unfortunately, I can't find it, so I'm just gonna use a simple fine tooth hacksaw. It's not a big deal. Either way works. So we're gonna cut 7.5 inches, we decided, and since this area is basically square, I'm gonna go ahead and cut 4 of them. That'll give me all 4 sides of our idea. All right, so we've got four legs now, and we put them together in here. We should be pretty close. So we're a little bit long. which is fine, and here's the reason why. Remember I said we wanted 8.5 overall. I cut these about 1 inch longer than they need, but I can fix that. And the way I'm going to do it is, this gives us the 4 sides of the square, right? But we're also going to put a center brace in here, which means I need 4 T's. So here, and here. Makes sense? So I have to cut these in half anyway, and then add the T that goes inside. So when I cut them in half, I can shorten the legs down. So let's do that now. Okay, so what we ended up with, let's try this. So because there's the distance that the tube goes into here, then there's the blank distance in the middle and so forth. Same on the corners. I cut all of these down to 2.5 inches long, which is perfect because in a 7.5 inch cut that I made originally, I get 3 perfectly spaced amount of pieces. Let's see how that combination works now. So if we do one little one to a corner, to a T, push those together nice and tight, to another little one, to the last corner, push those together nice and tight. That overall length is just over 8 inches, which is perfect for our 15 quart tub, just like so. So I'm going to go ahead real quick and finish cutting these 3 into 3 separate pieces, 2.5 inches long. That'll give us the 4 sides, and then I need to cut 4 more 3.5 or 2.5, excuse me, 2.5 inch for the insides of the T. So let's do that real quick. All right, got a bunch of these little ones cut now. Let's go ahead and see how they all go together. I'm gonna go ahead and put, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and build the other side here first. All right, we got the other half here. Let's go ahead and put some T's together here for this spot. Now this is going to be the tricky part here. Actually, here's how you do this. So we obviously need to figure out how to get that center in there, like so. Just like that. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tight, obviously. You just gotta kind of bend it until it fits. We got ourselves a little climbing square, and it should fit perfectly, just like that, in the back half of the tub. Look at that. So now all we gotta do is, for Sabrina's here, is figure out how high we want it, like so. I'm gonna go about halfway up in the tub, that way she's got plenty of room above and below as she grows, for sure. And in this case, I can't make it too tall or whatnot because she's still thin enough that she can squeeze out of here. So I have to leave a lid on her tub for a little while longer until she gets too big to get out. So we're gonna go, let's see, about 4.5 inches high to the top of the square. I think it'll work. Something like that. Maybe 4 inches. Let's go 4 inches to the top of the square. So that means that the legs inside are going to be about 3.5, but we have to account for the thickness of the tip here, the top. So these have probably about 1/4 inch or so. So we're going to go. I'm going to cut them 3 inches long. That should be good. There we go. Let's go ahead and put some caps on these. You don't have to cap this if you don't want, but if you ever want to be able to get your carpet python out and handle it, you'll never get it out of here if you don't cap these off. So got little legs like so. Here we go. And just like that, we got ourselves a little climbing gym. Let me go grab Sabrina's tub and we'll see how she likes it. Like I said, I have to run a lid because she likes to escape a little bit. We'll take her hide out because generally she just ate a little bit ago, so that's why she's underneath it on the heat. But generally she's on top of the hide. So that's why I think that the hide's not as big of an issue as the climbing is. So we'll go ahead and put this in here. She's gonna get the coconut bedding here as well pretty soon. Just haven't got to hers yet. Freaking gorgeous girl here, she's growing like mad. I love these carpets. But let's see how she likes it. She'll cooperate with me. She wants to climb on me, of course. Just trying to figure out the layout, obviously, it's something new. Check this out, guys. This is gonna be so cool for her. She's already figuring out how to wrap herself around it. Beautiful, beautiful snakes. Get the coconut bedding in here. Get her humidity up a little bit because it's so dry here in the winter. Now she's got a place to climb around, get a little bit of exercise. She can get underneath and hunt if she needs to. This is great. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put Sabrina back and let's build Jamesons. All right, next up, let's do Jamesons. We're gonna do the same exact method, obviously with the little pieces and that. It's just gonna be a little bit different shape, and I'm gonna try to speed through it if I haven't already. I don't want this video to be too long. Just a reminder, in the case of the way I do these, based on the 6-high combo racks that we build, the 32 quart tubs are in widthwise, so the heat tape is running across the length of the back, not short side. So keeping that in mind, I got our water dish where I normally put it, and then I'm gonna do, obviously we're gonna start with the 4 corners. See if you guys can make sure you got it in the frame. So we'll start with the corners like so, and then one down here by the tub, or by the water dish. And then I'm gonna do another corner here, okay? And then we're gonna do the T, or the across right there. Put in a T here and a T here. So this is what it's gonna look like. This is our plan here. Basically, we're gonna have a small square here, and then a bigger square here. That way he can get as far back over the heat as he wants, or as far away from the heat as he wants. Still have a spot for the water dish, and then I'm probably gonna make it tall enough that his hide will still go under here, because they do like to hide a little bit more. So that's how we're doing this one. I'm just gonna burn through these pieces real quick, and I'll show you the finished product when it's ready to put legs on. We'll figure out the height of the legs when we're done. And just like that, it's done. There we go. So we built another little jungle gym kind of deal here. I made 2.5-inch tall legs, and that is so it fits above his hide. So now you can climb in on and around it, get back over the heat, front away from the heat, still have a spot for the water, and then a spot for his hide. He can still get on the ground underneath it. So let's go grab his tub and put this in, see how he likes it. Here's Jameson. He's already got his new coconut bedding in here that we're trying out. So we'll go ahead and pull him out real quick. his hide back. Give him his new jungle gym, like so. We'll see how he likes it. Alright, so there we go, guys. That's the idea. Just a couple of quick little jungle gym things for some of the semi-arboreal snakes in the collection. When their tubs get upgraded to a bigger size, or we get them into a bigger enclosure, then I'll probably carry these over, honestly, or make bigger ones. We'll just have to see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe as always. Share the video if you know anybody that's looking for something cool to make for their tubs. And I'll see you guys next week. See ya.